So, hi Santosh, welcome to the Climate Social Forum. How are you?
Very fine, Domenico. I hope you are doing well too.
Yes, I'm here and very positive for this interview that we are going to take for you. So, do you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself, about your activity?
Well, Domenico, I stay in India, and in India there is a city called Pune. I belong to Pune. These days I'm working on various startup ventures that are, let's say, socially active, and also otherwise we are also doing some industrial projects. We basically provide design services to various companies. We are also working on entrepreneurship, social development projects as well. But the core interesting project that we are working on as a startup is Dheeno, which is a company that we have established since last 3 years now. It's working on agricultural issues and helping farmers, to come up with, let's say, uh, some means, to sustain in the changing climatic situation. Also to support them with the knowledge based on the IT platform that we have created. We have also a platform which is called Dheeno, that is a Android application. Now there are more than 70 to 80,000 farmers that have got registered as users. The service is totally free of cost for now for the farmers. And yeah, it's growing day by day. We see almost like 500 to 1,000 farmers that are hitting and using these services for good.
Well, it's fantastic. I think that
Thank you.
you are doing a great job, especially because a small farmer are the most that need support, and
Yes,
this
yes.
technological innovation is going in this direction.
Mhm.
And yeah, also, do you want to tell a little bit more about how this application is working and the impact that you are having together with the small farm.
Okay, okay. Initially, we thought that, let's say, technology would be something that would be useful for farmers. So we thought of, let's say, it was more of a top-down approach, that we are always, as a technical people, we feel that we are wise enough, to do something, and then we do conceptualize on our own and then push it in the market. But in India, it's all different here. I think there are contextual issues and social things, a lot of cultural aspects that one has to take in account while creating something as a solution that needs to be viable socially, technically, financially, and many other aspects that comes in picture of business operation and all. So we took initially the technology driven approach, but soon after that we understood that it's not going to work, even no matter how fantastic the solution technologically is, unless it is putting finger on the right thing and enabling other aspects of the let's say context work in the way the solution want it to be working. It's not going to be a successful venture or successful initiative. So we started, with speaking to people, okay, without having any product or service or platform, anything of that sort in mind. We just met odd 300 odd farmers in context. We went to their agricultural land, we went and visited their cow and buffalo farms, and we saw, the situations there. We understood by speaking with them various issues that they are facing related to feed and fodder, related to the environment, then seasonality issues when it comes to other agricultural produce and milk, lack of knowledge and awareness regarding market, new technology trends, new kind of seeds, breeding. That was one of the big issue. We, to our knowledge, when we actually saw in the context, we saw that people don't even recognize various breeds of animals. And that was really alarming, that people who are in that business, they are not able to identify the animals, so they used to give them generic names like Gauran, that means a local breed. Okay, so whenever we ask what is the breed of the animal that you have, and they simply say Gauran, that means the generic name that is used for local breeds. Okay, so they just used to say this is local, but which out of the local they don't know. Okay, and that way, if you see, breeding has gone so in totally in the different direction these days, that the next generation cow, the next generation buffaloes are in a way not so productive in terms of milking. So the breeding drive that government and all other organizations are taking, that need to be rooted properly. People need to made aware that breeding is important, how it reflect into the next generation of the animals. All that is very important, and we saw that there is a lot of ignorance and lack of knowledge. So we came to this idea of creating something that is useful, viable, and that is going to add value to the day-on-day activities that farmers might do. To be specific, we saw that there are many animal farmers and dairy, especially they are in India. We have seen that most of the people that are doing the dairying, animal farming, is for dairy. So dairy is something that we have focused a lot on, and in there we saw that there are very few farmers, that owns more than 100 cattle, and they host all those cattle in one place. Hmm. So the quantity of low and marginal kind of farmers is much more, you see, in comparison with the big time, or more than, let's say, let's not call them big farmers, but the farmers above this 100 animals farm. Okay, so they are very few in numbers. So we saw that if they have 100 plus, probably they may afford automation, they may afford the technologies, they may afford new knowledge, they may pay for it. But what about the farmers that owns few animals, like 5 or even less? They are at stake, they don't know many things, and thereby they don't look at dairying to be one of the core business. In our area, let's say the place where we are venturing into, we are working in the state of Maharashtra in India. We saw that certain belt, okay, regarded as a milk belt. Okay, but the other regions are aloof of this development. They are like alien to what is happening in the sector of milk and dairying, by virtue of the lack of, by because of the lack of awareness and all. This is all happening, and they see dairying to be allied business, supportive business. Whereas thanks to the new technology and awareness that the farmers have grown up to, the milk belt is such a strong economically, and there the farmers have grown with their mindset to the extent that they are taking dairy to be the prime business, prime agricultural focus, than doing let's say crop based farming. Okay, they are using their farm for growing feed and fodder for the animals and things like that. So that's the state of the art here.
Congratulations again, and congratulations also for the fact that you addressed the concept of appropriate technology.
Correct.
I very appreciate when you say that we look smart, we want to be smart and we want to be wise, but we have to listen first to understand
Yes,
which is the best for them, not the best for us.
you are right.
Yeah. And yeah, one last question of this interview, then I invite you also to visit the website of the initiative of Startup that we will put on the comments and on description
Sure,
of this
sure.
video. So, which are the perspective of this work and what you envision in, I don't know, 2 or 5 years?
Well, the very beginning, I mean, the spark with which this particular organization or company is based on or initiated is, technology. See, we in India, we, criticize in a way that we say that in India there are two Indias. Okay, there is one which is called India, and there is one another which is called Bharat. Okay, so the Bharat is still the traditional, underdeveloped, or not so much aware of the world, whatever is going on. So we live, let's say, half a century back. Okay, that's the Bharat within India, correct? And then there is India, that is trendy, that is, highly technology aware, that is introducing new products in the digital world. Otherwise, also there is a lot of research that is happening. We have taken up so much of lead in the space as well. Okay, IT is one of the pillar of Indian this thing. Indian human resource is widely known as intelligent human resource in compared to any other country in the world. So we stand many points, cultural aspect. We are good at many things. But we still believe, and that's to an extent true, that we have two Indias in India, correct? So we are here, trying with our own small entity and with our own in our own capacity to bridge this gap between India and Bharat in some way. Okay, and when we say Bharat, the farming, the base of the pyramid people, which are many. So the base of the pyramid is something which is not getting benefited the extent with which it need to be gaining or benefited with the new technology revolution, like industry 4.0 technologies like artificial intelligence, IoT, many new things, robotics, automation, whatever is happening. Okay, the new currencies, digital currencies, all that. Okay, so there is a world that is taking advantage and progressing and leading by technology, and this another traditional world, which is in India we call Bharat, is in a way aloof of these things, correct? So the vision is to basically bring all those benefits and the fortune to the farmers and empower the farmers. So our tagline of our company is also power to farmers. So that means empowering. We want to empower farmers so that they can uh, take take next steps. They can progress. They can learn about new technologies. Try to implement one by one. Okay, they need to be exposed to good things. So we are doing all that through our venture, and that's going to be the vision for next years, as we see that it will take at least lifetime for us to even work on this direction, and to really match up to the needs of farmers and bringing the benefits of technology to them.
Thank you very much, and amazing work and also amazing also word that you are is, I think, very valuable that you are thinking also to bridge this gap between the two
Yes,
areas.
certainly.
Okay, now let's do to conclude a final message that you want to leave to the audience of Climate Social Forum to invite eventually to visit your website or know more about your initiative, and in general a message, like a strong, willing message for the people of our community.
Okay, I think I'm very. We are very. We are not so experienced to give the message in a way that one should be doing this. But I think it's. I would like to, instead of giving message, I would like to appeal. You know, so in as you know, world knows India to be a country of spiritual origin and a lot of spirituality. And in here, you see that we worship in many ways to the God. Okay, so we believe in idols. We believe in non-idol worship. Okay, so we believe in God of all forms and formats. We have goddesses, we have gods, we have Christianity, we have Buddhism, Hinduism, Muslims, all Sikh, many. So you name the religion and we have it in India, correct? So you see that we are the people who believe that all the paths reach to the same God in a way. And that's how we are all together here. So the same thought process when it comes to climate change, we believe that I would like to believe, that all of us have our own way to deal with climate change, to deal with these issues that are going to be faced and we are facing these days by the humankind. And all of us are doing our own thing in our own capacity and understanding. And here is what we are doing in a way to help with these issues, help on these issues to people, and in a way our society in general. So I just appeal to people involved in climate social change forum that is doing fantastic work worldwide. I believe that if there is some patronage that is given to entrepreneurs like us, innovators like us, and if there is support in terms of networking, in terms of funding, in terms of mentoring, knowledge. Okay, so as you guys are playing a catalyst role, probably that for you it is much easier to see a big picture of these things and initiatives that are running across the world. Probably you may synergize all these things and create a task force, so whatever like-minded people are, whatever theme that they are working, if they are combined, if their efforts are somehow made in line, the effect of change can be then perceived, and they will not feel like, for us we may feel alone at times that we are the one working. And if that continues for a longer time, that notion may be positively utilized or negatively utilized. Good thing may thrive, flourish, or it may die. But as Ratan Tata has very well put in his quote, if we have to go faster, then go alone. Okay. But if you have to go longer, okay, go with other people. Okay. Go together, he says. So I believe that this climate social forum goal is not something, to be achieved on the next day or next year. It is a long goal, a big goal, and here we have to go all together if we really want to make an impact. Correct. So my appeal is to collaborate and co-create and support each other. Whoever you can support, whoever you can help, whoever you can collaborate with, one should be doing that. That's it from my side.
Thank you very much, Santosh, and your words are very inspiring for all of us. Thank you for your time also, and keep in touch and follow us on these channels. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. I take this opportunity to thank you, Climate Social Forum, that is doing wonderful work. But apart from that, I especially thank you, Domenico, for inviting me on your channel. And my best wishes for the growth of this movement, which is social climate social forum. And I would really be grateful and thankful to you if you, let's say, let me do any help, any support from India that you may need in the near future. Okay, I'm
Thank you.
very thankful for this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominic. Take care.